Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tustle Tip Tuesday. I'm checking in with you on this Tuesday, having a little bit of technical difficulties, but excited to get started with you. Just a reminder, every Tuesday in July, we are creating Tustle Tip Tuesdays, and in it are just tips and tricks, a lot of them related to social media. Today, we're going to be talking about social media scheduling. You can see here on my screen, we're going to be talking about Meta and then some other scheduling tools that are available. So before we get into scheduling, I want to talk about the number one thing that people often, or I should say business owners often have trouble with, and it's not just creating content, but it's also getting the content out there. Many times people think that they need to create content on the fly, which by the way, there's absolutely a space for that. Technically, this live stream is creating content on the fly. However, there is a space for scheduling things out. So when we schedule things out, we plan ahead of time. It not only makes it easier on yourself, but you're also able to have a consistent social media. Because here's the thing, when we say that we'll do it later, or we say we do it in the moment, we're consistently not going to do that. So let's talk about scheduling. The first tool that I want to talk about that a lot of people forget about is Meta. So Meta is Facebook and Instagram. Meta is also WhatsApp. In the Meta universe, you can use Facebook and Instagram for your business. And we're going to look at the tools that you can do to schedule posts on each of these. So right now I'm looking at my Tustle marketing page on Facebook. I'm going to go to the Meta Suite by selecting Meta Business Suite. And then from here, there's two ways to get to the planner to start building content. So there's content, which that lets you see some content that you've built in the past, to see analytics, but also there is planner. I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So first, let's go to content. Right, I can see posts that I've previously posted. I could go up to 90 days, a lifetime. I could look at how engagement went, and it gives me a little bit of a snapshot. But if you're ready to create that post, you have everything ready to go. Again, using tips like Canva, which we showed you last week, all you would do is go to Create Post. You can see that both of my platforms, social media platforms for Facebook and Instagram, are selected. I would then add my photo, or I would add a video. This is where you would add your text. And then once you're done, you would select scheduling options that set date and time. And then you could also change it up a little bit depending on Facebook or Instagram. Now, I tell people to use the Meta scheduling tool if you're only on Facebook and Instagram. Again, it's very easy to use, it's free, and it makes a really great tool to use, again, if you're only on those two social media platforms. I'm also going to go back just to show you what the view for planner is. So same kind of concept. If you see that blue button here that select create a post, but you can also too see from a weekly view of what's being scheduled. It will also give you some tips of things to post, and can again be another great tool of posting content regularly. Again, planning some things in advance. The other tool that I want to show you is a scheduler, so a third-party tool that's outside of Facebook and Instagram. I usually suggest this for people who are, say, on LinkedIn or TikTok. They may be on YouTube, a Google business page. So there are schedulers out there that allow you to schedule your content outside of just Facebook and Instagram. This is great, again, if you are having social profiles outside of the Meta universe. So the way and the tip that I like to use is Loomly. So Loomly, there is a cost. I'll put the link in the chat in just a moment, but there's a free 15-day trial. I highly suggest you check it out. I should already be logged in, so I'm just going to click here. Now, granted, I have some other social media profiles that I manage, but I'll show you from a Tustle perspective of what it looks like. So you would just select your business, and you can see all the different posts that I have scheduled out for July. Similar to the Meta, right? We can go back and look at previous posts that were done. We could also look at it on a calendar view, which I also like. And there's some really great analytical tools. But just to show you where the magic happens and all the different social media profiles that you can post, all you do is go to this green button right here that says New Post. And you can select the day, the time. You probably saw in my calendar view, I like to organize things, so I usually give things a heading. I also label things, so if I'm giving informational content. If I have an upcoming event, let's say I have a very specific Tustle Tip Tuesday series, I would go ahead and create that label, and creating labels are so easy to use. And again, just going back to that calendar view, I can quickly see what kind of content I'm creating. All right, let's go back to new post. Again, this is where the magic happens. You can post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, and there are some other ways too to post on some custom channels. Let's say like you might be in like a group setting. Again, very simple like before. You would just add your text here. I'm just going to do a test. And for giggles, I'm going to add the photo for Tustle Tip Tuesday. And I'll just show you the view of what it looks like. So with my social profile set, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, I have a Google business page, and I am on YouTube. However, for this example, we're using a JPEG, so I'm not going to select YouTube because YouTube is a platform that's just video content. I hit next, and this is where I'm able to switch out the text. I could also update the video. If I wanted to switch to video, add a cover image, and you can kind of get a glimpse of what it would look like on each of those different social platforms, which again, I really like. It will also to let you edit. Again, a function that I really like in Loomly, if you go to this edit button, let's say this typical size, right? It's a little too big for Instagram, right? Instagram's a little bit more square or vertical. I could go here and click resize, or on my crop option, I could select popular crop ratios and select a custom size here. Ooh, you might hear some thunder in the background. For this example, again, because we're on Instagram, I'm going to choose Instagram story. And I can quickly just edit my content here, again, to fit that particular social media profile. Once everything's done, I would just hit schedule, or if you're on a team, it also gives you the option to submit for approval. Again, a tool that I really love and adore. I'll add this particular scheduler in the chat, in the comment section. If you're not using the scheduler, again, a great tip would be to start using Facebook, right? Meta, that Facebook and Instagram, or use something like Loomly. There are so many other platforms out there. I hear a new one being created all the time, but I particularly like Loomly just because it's one of the most cost-effective ones and all the social profiles that you get to add. All right, this is your Tustle tip today. Hey, it is about scheduling. Scheduling is so important. If you're not scheduling out, you're really probably not creating content consistently. Sure, there is a space to create content on the fly, but some of the best content that you can create are things that are planned out. Especially when it comes to like to sales, holidays, your services, these things are not changing, right? They always stay the same. So scheduling out in advance helps you have better marketing, but also social media marketing. If you guys have any questions or you have a comment, be sure to leave them in the comment section. You always can email us at info@tustlemarketing.com. It's been my pleasure to give you this Tustle Tip Tuesday on using the schedule. I will see you guys next Tuesday at 2 p.m. at Eastern Standard Time. Thanks so much for joining us.